It's bright.
Have y'all ever tried to go live on 2 platforms?
There we go. Woo!
We're gonna do it one more time.
Go ahead.
What's going on, guys? It's Heathen Tracy coming to you on Heathen Tracy TV. That's funny. If you've never seen us before, Tracy and I. What? What do you want me to do?
Talk to them. If you've never seen us before,
I'm Heath.
and I'm Tracy.
Tracy and I are relationship strategists, and we specialize in premarital preparedness and intramarital improvement.
That means we help you
Yes.
with your marriage issues, questions.
Try to help people. So we've been married for 27 years.
And we have 4 children.
We got Fortune 500 jobs.
Yep. So we have regular jobs just like everybody else.
But we also side hustle.
Okay.
And we have lots of things to share with people. So thank you for joining us on our live stream today.
Thank you, guys. What are we talking about today, babe?
And we also want to mention that you can find out more about us at heathentracy.com.
HeathAndTracy.com.
One word. And we also have a fantastic podcast.
Yeah, it's supposed to be weekly, but right now it's just a podcast.
It's weekly.
It ain't weekly. We're gonna turn it up. Been a little busy. My mom moved in with us.
Yes, that's another video to come, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Addie. Addie said hey.
Hey. Mwah.
Yeah, so we had a lot going on. You know, life doesn't stop just because
Nope.
you're doing stuff.
Nope, he's been fighting a cold.
Yes, that's very true.
You're doing good, baby.
I've been doing yeoman's work with this cold.
Yes, he has.
Yes, and I ain't even speaking it, so that's another conversation.
Yeah, we just said we're working through something.
That's it. We working through it.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today, baby?
We are talking about singles.
The best advice we can give single people.
Yeah, it's
that want to be married.
Yeah, the ones that want to be married. The ones
Right,
those of you who don't want to be married, we're not talking to you.
Right. And actually started thinking about that when we were visiting with Jasmine's friends today.
Yeah. We they didn't ask us anything. We were just thinking about it. You know. Yeah, we got a website.
We have a website.
Where you been? Oh, I guess college, huh?
HeathenTracy.com. Check me out, Addison.
Yeah, HeathenTracy.com. That's funny.
So Jasmine's friends came by today.
Yeah, and it just put us in the mood of beautiful young women who would be perfect, lovely wives that don't have any prospects. It's very interesting out here.
Right.
You know.
And so we were just kind of talking through some things with them casually, and so I just sort of thought we'd put like a top tips, kind of a quick hitter together.
Quick hit.
Yeah. Just kind of a 1, 2, 3. See what people think best from our perspective. The best things that you can be doing.
What y'all think about this weather?
Be married. What we talking about the weather?
I know. I hate it. My feet are cold.
Because you don't have any socks on.
I know. I don't want socks on.
You gotta put your socks on if you want your feet to be warm.
I don't want socks on.
But if you want feet warm, you have to have them on house shoes or socks or something like that.
Yeah, I don't want socks. I just want it to be warm.
So that's why your feet are cold.
No. I don't. I want it to be warm. I don't know what to tell you.
Bruh.
I just want it to be warm. So one more thing before we go into our top tips.
What's the one more thing?
Everybody wants to know what happened to William.
This is not a video about William. This is not a video about William.
You don't want to tell buddy? I want to tell him.
I'm
just saying. People keep asking me what happened.
William is cool. We talked through some things just as we suspected. It was nothing huge.
It wasn't anything huge.
No.
Long story short, he didn't come home until we went to bed.
Yeah.
Because he hid it in the trunk of my car, basically. His dad found him.
Right.
He was asleep because it was past his bedtime.
And it wasn't in the trunk. It was like the back of the sport.
Yeah, I call it the trunk. You know how you open up the back of your sport U and it's that space back there? Well, he squished his 6-foot body back there.
Yeah, so he was just like trying to wait it out. So he
said he wasn't going to join our mess. He wasn't going to join.
He was just basically just trying to delay the issues that he was going to have when he was going to have to deal with us.
Did it work?
I mean, I'm like the easiest going to do on planet Earth.
I know. Why did he think he had to hide?
He was just, he figured out he messed up and then he didn't want to deal with you, probably.
Y'all hear that? He didn't want to deal with me.
But that's just another conversation.
You're going to have to deal with Mom.
So.
Yeah, so he'll get his punishment when he starts to drive. He won't be driving.
But he ain't going to start driving until next summer.
Is it next summer? I thought it was this month.
He's going to be 17 this month, but he didn't get his license until he was 16 and a half.
I got to think of something else then.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to work.
But as we said before, William's a great kid, and it's all good.
He's an awesome kid.
Yeah. So let's give the people some tips. So people that are single that want to be married.
Can you remember back that long?
Yeah.
I can too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
And let's talk about a little bit why. How come we single? I mean, we're not single. We've been married 27 years. What are you gonna tell me? Mm-hmm. Well, we can tell you what it was like when we were single, and what it's probably still like today.
And we also we also have 2 adult daughters that are single.
Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. And the first thing you need to do is focus on your singleness. Mm-hmm. Be single.
Right.
I have to say, before I met Heath,
live your life.
I was single. I was single. And I was happy single. And I was doing single stuff with single people.
Right.
I wasn't waiting around. Mm-hmm. I wasn't waiting around for nobody.
Right.
I had to make myself whole and happy before I could even find somebody like Heath.
Right.
If you aren't whole and happy, if you aren't whole and happy in everything that you're doing, if you're not a boss babe, if you're not a baller, when I say baller, I mean got your stuff, got your income going, got your stuff going, you're not ready for somebody else.
Right.
You're just not. You can hang out with somebody else. You can tell them, hey, I'm interested. You can continue to be in the loop, so to speak. But get yourself together first. Enjoy your singleness, because let me tell you something.
Right.
When you get married and you start popping babies out, those days will be long gone. Yeah. Go on trips with your girlfriends and your guy friends. Stay out late. Sleep over people's houses. Go and volunteer.
Get into church more.
Yeah, help kids with the sports teams and everything.
All kinds of stuff you can do.
There's so much you can do.
Because you have the great leverage, which is called time.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So explore life. Be all you can be. And that will enhance your attraction. That will bring that person that you're looking for anyway.
If you feel like you're getting really lonely and everything, get a dog.
Right.
Get a cat.
Yeah. So that dovetails into our second point, which is work on yourself.
Yes. Yeah. You gotta work on yourself.
So
you gotta focus on you. You gotta get your spiritual game up. You have to get your physical game up. So you are popping. The skin is popping. The hair is popping. The body is popping. Get all of that popping.
Right.
And then act like your mama is gonna come and cook dinner at your house and look under your bed. Yeah, I'm speaking to some of y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Emotional game, everything.
It's not cool. Yeah, emotion. What do you mean by that? Emotional game?
So just in terms of emotional maturity, right? So not all one way or the other way. Every time something happens, you popping off. Or every time something happens, you getting depressed. Or every time something happens, every time something doesn't happen, you get depressed, right? So every time you experience life, you have to understand how to be even and work through life. And that it's going to be fine. It's all good anyway. Yeah,
when I talk to a lot of people that are married, I found that they usually find somebody when they are at the height of their singleness. I wasn't expecting to meet so-and-so. I didn't expect that to go like that. I had no idea. I wasn't thinking about finding a Heath when I found a Heath. I was thinking about Tracy. You know?
Yep. So that's what's up. So you got to work on yourself. And that back up for me. Okay. So you have to work on yourself. Spend that time that you have in your singleness, right? And it's not necessarily about being alone. It's about engaging with you, right? Dealing with the man in the mirror, exploring yourself, exploring your world, exploring ideas, thinking about having that self-awareness, learning, growing, maturing, and that way when you find that person, you're going to be a whole person yourself.
And for a lot of single women out here, I think it's really important for you to focus on yourself, because once you become a wife and a mother, it's not that much self room left. It's just not. I think about those times in my life when I felt like I neglected myself. And because I had 3 babies at one time and a young teenager, or I had a husband that was transitioning somehow from one job to another, and it was always a point during the marriage or something that it was like, okay, I don't have time to focus on myself. So enjoy the time now. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. You know, you have peace. Hopefully you have a great job or some type of income that's lifting you up. You can travel with friends. You can hang out with your parents or your brothers or your sisters or your aunties or your uncles, whomever. You can get that love there. Don't think you have to get some type of validation from a partner, because you don't. You have to be whole first before you can. What you want to think about is what I'm going to give to somebody else. I think I read an article recently. Drake is collecting Birkin bags.
Drizzy.
He's collecting Birkin bags for his future wife.
Right.
I just think that's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice as Birkin. Of course, it's Drake.
Yeah.
But think about that. Think about how am I going to prepare with that? That's fun. When you think about, I'm going to do that, that's fun. Don't falter in your oneness.
Right.
Oneness is just, it's not oneness, especially if you have Christ. It's oneness with him. And you're never lonely like that. You're never lonely. There's always something for you to do. If you really get lonely in the physical space, get a dog, get a cat, get a bird, get a fish. I don't know. But don't focus so much on, I don't have that mate. I don't have that person with me. I need that person. No, you don't. You need to find that self, that oneness in you. You need to find that connection to God. You know how we end all our videos? When we say connect? Do that. Connect. Connect to those friends. And young men out there, let me tell you something. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. You see a beautiful woman, someone vibrate, open your mouth. Tell them they're beautiful. Tell them, I know we hang out as friends and everything. Can we just go for coffee? Just me and you one day? Just me and you.
Yeah.
I know we hang out in this little group we got and everything, but just me and you want to hang out. And ladies, don't be afraid to do the same. That way, if you're pining for somebody, was that the word? Pining?
Pining is a word.
Yes,
that's a
if
word.
you're pining for someone,
old school, but that's
they
cool.
might, be feeling it too. And I would say that might be interesting. And if you go to a public place, something not a lot of pressure or something like that.
Yeah.
Someplace you can just.
Yeah, Jasmine does it a lot, right? And she's like,
don't be telling Jasmine business.
I'm just saying when
telling Jasmine's business. We're not talking about Jasmine.
I was just talking about the point of engaging with people, in the daytime, whereas you don't have all of the pressure of all the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I can meet you for coffee, maybe a light
ice
lunch.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to feed people.
Yeah, park. Whatever.
Yeah, sit in the park, watch something,
Right.
something like that.
Yeah, but people need that, right? Because so many people they feel the pressure of, okay, well, we going to dinner, and so what's going to go on after dinner, and all those kinds of things.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Where the point is that you're trying to get to know people.
You really need to put yourself out there. Put yourself out there.
Right.
It's difficult these days. I know people are not serious. You're so right. People are not serious. So that's why ice cream or coffee or a walk in the park is an easier thing.
Yeah, so it's a short time investment. You get to know people. You kind of get a quick read on what they're about, what they're doing.
Yeah, and you figure out real quick.
Yeah.
You can figure out real quick.
Because that's the thing, right? You if you are a serious person, you're at a serious place, a serious headspace, then that'll tell you very quickly where these people are and if they might be worth spending more time with.
And don't judge people, guys.
Yeah.
Don't judge. The judgment's got to go. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they're going through that day, that hour, or anything. And have more compassion. If you constantly show love and push love out to people, you will be surprised what you get back.
Right.
You will be surprised, right?
You will.
So you've got to be in a good place yourself. Single. There's nothing wrong with single. Single is good.
Yep.
Single is good. That means you're getting to a better place to be with that other person.
Absolutely.
And there is no one person.
Yeah.
Stop that. There's no one person. There is someone for you.
Sure.
And there is someone you're going to want to spend that time with. But there's not just one.
Right.
You have to find one. You only have to find one, but there isn't just one.
Well, they just say there's lots of fish in the sea.
Yeah, there's lots of ones.
So you want to talk about number 3 now?
I can't.
My number 3 is don't become enamored just with the wedding itself as an event.
The wedding is.
This is a very big key, right? Because especially it's okay, man. Especially with I think the younger generation, right? Maybe many of them have never been married and those kinds of things, which is awesome. But understand that what you want to do is do some preparation around being married, around understanding what marriage is, what it's about, what the commitment is like, what do you need to do.
Who is this person?
understanding who it is that you're engaged with, right? And so these are very key things. It's not just about, oh, we had a million roses and the doves and the horse-drawn carriage.
And we were all white.
Oh, it was all white and it was just dope. And, that's great. Basically what you had was an expensive party. But now you had to spend the rest of your life being married.
Yeah.
So don't lose that point and understand that if you understand what that is and you prepare yourself and you work on that every day during the course of your life, it's going to be fantastic. Marriage can be awesome if you put it in, if you put work into it. So it's just like anything else. What you put into it is what you get out of it. So if your grass is brown, then maybe you need to put some water on it. And when you water it, it looks like this.
I'm so watered.
You got to water your grass, man. Water the grass. You looking at everybody else on Instagram or, somebody watering the grass. Or they trying to look good because they trying to catch a fish.
Yeah, and
so there you go.
And for the singles out there, the Instagram game is kind of, it's a no.
That's another video.
He obviously wants to end.
That's another video. I'm not saying I want to end.
You always be hurrying me up.
Ain't nobody hurrying you
Do
up.
I talk too much, guys?
No.
What is the question? What's this question? Is that I can't see. Let me see. Let me put my glasses on.
It says, how do you even know when he or
her
will put in... Oh, we missed it.
Hold on. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
No,
so type your question again. We missed it.
Yeah. So I think that, you can tell by, people's actions. That's kind of back to like one of our original videos, babe, of how you knew that I was the one, right? Because I pursued you. Because I don't know if that's
what the question was.
Because I was interested. Because, all of that kind of thing.
Yeah. I want to know what the question was. Type your question again.
Yeah. So, who else is watching? I see Shauna Marie. I see my cousin. Hey. Yeah. And so, Addison's watching over here.
Yeah, we've got two things going here. So if you see our eyes doing the funny thing, we've got two going.
Yeah.
Because we have a YouTube channel too.
We're doing YouTube Live. We're doing Facebook Live right now. So, second time doing both live simultaneously. Yep. So, you want to show? Baby, you all in my camera, man.
I'm sorry. It's our first time. I'm not going to touch anything else. I don't want to mess up.
You want me to see, baby? I'll look over here.
Don't touch.
All right, so cancel.
No. Okay, there it is.
Okay. People kind of change after marriage.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good point.
All right, so.
I am not the woman that he married.
So.
Are you the man I married?
I am not.
Oh, heck no.
I am not, right?
No.
And so what I'll say to that is, so the question was, people kind of change after marriage, and my response to that is, hopefully what happens is that you're both growing and growing together, reading, right? So a lot of times what happens is people are going one direction, somebody's going another. Maybe this person is doing a lot of the work and this person is not. Or maybe this person is kind of a church-going person and this person isn't.
Or maybe it's not who you thought it was.
Or maybe...
We talked about that a little bit
Maybe you
today.
didn't spend enough time sort of getting to know them on the front end.
Right.
And you thought, maybe your idealism around who you thought you were getting was different than who you actually got.
Because you didn't dive into it enough.
Yeah. But the point is that once you're married, what you want to do is just spend that time encouraging each other, supporting each other, showing that edification. And when you're all about that other person, eventually what will happen is that you will see that they'll be all about you as well.
And you have to be intent upon continuing the love.
Right.
Because the whole in love and, gooey eye face and all that stuff, that goes away. About 18 months, that's gone. So after that, you have to basically be intent upon continuing to love that person. Because if you're not waking up with intention every day to actually love this person and show love to this person, you're gonna have issues in the marriage. And that's when people say, "Oh, it's work. It's not work if you know what to do on a daily basis." I am daily in my marriage, daily.
Right.
When I wake up in the morning, I think, "Say this to Heath." When I go to bed at night, I say this to Heath.
Yes.
If we're riding in a car, I say, make him feel like this.
So you have to listen.
So you have to listen to
you
your
get
partner.
The thought, you get the spirit.
And that's why your spirit is, it's important to be connected.
It is.
Because your spirit is going to tell you what to say. Your spirit is going to tell you to be loving.
Yep.
Your spirit is going to tell you to be understanding. Your spirit is going to tell you to be quiet.
Yep.
Your spirit is going to say talk. Your spirit's going to say this.
Yep.
Don't say that. So that's why you have to be connected to God, in our case, so that you know how to make your person feel.
And guys, you got to open your mouth.
You got to open your mouth.
Because we'll sit back and we'll chill, driving. We watching TV, we're watching the game. We doing whatever it is we doing.
Which is fine.
We don't talk as much, though.
Yeah.
And so you have to sort of, be prayerful and mindful about those things as well.
Yeah. Heath is a talker to you guys.
Who, me?
But not me so
You have to excuse me. I suffer from chronic loquacious diarrhea or dysentery.
Not with me, Joe. I know. It's odd. It's like, what? He doesn't talk? No.
I'm a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy. It's like, baby, what? I don't know, but we want. Keep right on. He's just like any other guy, But what I have to do is understand. I don't take it personally,
Right.
I just have to understand that, okay, he's wired like that. Let me see what I can do to get it out of him without being, what about it. You have to be, okay, baby, hello, I'm over here. I asked you a question. Can you say something to me, please?
Okay.
That's what we do. And you really have to do everything out of love. I know it's kind of getting off the topic of singles, but you have to, and it's important for singles to understand that, because to get from being single to get to being married, you have to practice these things.
Yeah, it goes back to preparing.
Yeah, you have to prepare in your singleness to be married if you want to be married.
Practice being married.
And then another way to practice being married is go out with people. And when I say, I don't mean like date and just, but hang out with people of what you're interested in to find out what you like and what you don't like. Because sometimes friends turn into better things.
That's very true. They say the difference of you today and 5 years from now is the books you read, the things you listen to, and the people you associate with.
Right. So if you like certain time, hang out with those kind of people. See where the places they go, the things they do, and things like that. So what qualities shall look for above all else in a relationship?
Somebody that's into you.
Yeah. That for women.
That's number one.
For women, number one.
Yeah.
If he is interested in you.
Yes.
If he is showing interest in you.
Yes.
If he is about you. You might need to look at him some more.
Start with that.
Yes.
Aside
from the into you. Aside from the into you.
Okay, aside from the into you. Yeah.
I think someone that is similar. When I say similar to you, like similar in faith, similar to things that you value. Your values.
Right.
Like I don't like somebody that cusses a lot. Even though I cuss. It's weird.
Really?
I do. It slips out every now and then.
Yeah, you've gotten a lot better, baby.
Thank you, baby. But I don't like it when guys do it. I don't know what that is. It's really just a
and this is just an example.
This is just one example of like values.
Yeah, right.
And then I wanted a guy that believed in God, had some type, not religious, not have to do everything every day, but because I wasn't there, But wherever I was, I wanted the same thing. I wanted them to meet me there. There's some things you're gonna want to meet. If I'm a hard worker, I like to get up and go to work and get something done. I want somebody like that too.
Yeah, baby, I see you later on. All right, I'm gonna just
take notes. See that right there? That wouldn't work for me. Or the guy that's always like playing games and everything. If you're a guy you're always gaming and playing games and everything, you need to find a girl that likes that. You need to find somebody that likes that.
And I add one more point to that. So the other thing I want to add to that is very frequently you will find that whatever your dominant personality trait is, that will be the opposite. Right?
We're opposites.
Yeah. So if you're a dominant male, you're type A, you're always on it, always got to make the decisions. What you say goes. This is how you roll. You are not probably going to find a woman who is that same way that's going to have a long lasting relationship with you. So just kind of have an ear and a third eye.
That's a good question, Shauna.
On that, from that perspective, yeah. What did Shauna say?
Shauna said, were there any fears you had to manage individually regarding being married?
So I was very young when we got
really
married.
I was
so
24, 25.
from a fear perspective, it was a little different for me because my parents were married for 47 years before my dad passed. So I did have a phenomenal model inside of my home, and many of my family members and folks have been married for many years in my family. So I had lots of different models that I benefited from. But from perspective of fear, for me personally, it was, before when you're younger and when you're single, it's sort of like, you can kind of change. And, I don't like that girl anymore, so I got a new girlfriend. And
you can't do that when you're married.
I think that from my perspective, and maybe for a lot of guys, is that FOMO, right? So it's that fear of missing out. Oh, yeah, she's fly, she's cool, I really like her, I dig her, I like her vibe and that kind of thing. But if I lock her down and marry her, I might see somebody else. I don't know. When I go to South Beach, I might see some honeys, right? And so it's that constant thing, Sean, I think that plays with guys' minds, right? So whether it's Instagram, pornography, if it's TV, whatever it is, it's this visual thing with guys. And so they're always looking at these visions of women that are not necessarily always real. Right? There's so many beautiful types of women in the world, right? But I think that sometimes, of course, that's unrealistic. But the point is that because men are visual, frequently they'll see people and think that I'm missing something if I'm married. So let me prolong that process as long as possible. And so I think that's what you're talking about.
I think for me, it was, am I going to be the woman, the wife that he expects? Mm-hmm. It's like I know how to be me and I know how to do me. I was very good at that. But how do I do this thing that he wants me to do? Mm-hmm. How do I do this dinner thing? Yeah. How do I do this lunch thing? Mm-hmm. How do I do this raising kids thing? Right. I think that was the biggest fear for me when I got married.
Hey, I like my sandwich cut diagonal. Why you cut it straight across?
Sorry, it was little things like that. Because I didn't understand. I didn't know what he wanted. I didn't know. We didn't do a lot to that before we got married.
Why is toast dark?
I like it dark.
I like my toast light.
But I like it dark.
No, that ain't gonna work, man.
So now you got to figure out how to change the toaster and, the little things. The little things is what I was most fearful of because I wanted to be a good wife. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be a wife that he was proud of. I wanted to be that wife. Mm-hmm.
I never told the story the first time that you left me home with Jasmine when she was a baby. Oh my God, I was so freaked out, man. I had this little baby and Tracy was like, I gotta go to class.
Yeah, I had to go to class.
I was like, you gonna leave me here?
Bye. You'll be all right. She's not gonna bite you.
So well, she was like 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
And
no, she was older than that.
She was a few weeks old, yeah. But that freaked me out. But but in terms of the marriage, being married and just the model that I had, I didn't have a lot of fear about marriage. I had a sort of a mental paradigm that I had, and that once I got married, I never wanted to remarry, and so that's something that I've always had in my mind mentally. That
Same here.
That divorce wasn't optional for me.
Right, same here.
And so it was just a paradigm that I had, and so so marriage has never been like a big deal for me as far as that goes.
And there shouldn't be any fear.
But people are different.
There shouldn't be, but still, you shouldn't have any fear around it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Mm-hmm. You go to sleep, you wake up, you talk through it, you work it through every day. Don't worry about yesterday and don't worry about tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Get rid of the fear. Get rid of the fear.
That is a great point, baby.
Fear's not good.
Let me kiss your face.
Yeah. Well, that's enough. We've been here about...
Are we done?
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? We love that you joined us. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to try to do YouTube Live going forward on Sunday nights at about 7-ish. We try to go between the late football games and the later Sunday night football game. Mm-hmm. So I think going forward, we're going to try to do both. Thank you for joining us on Facebook Live, too.
Yep.
Where do you meet quality partners? Do you recommend online? I don't have any problem online. I think online is good. I know someone that is, the video saved, definitely. I know someone that is happily married now that met their person online.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with online.
Yeah.
I think it's important safety-wise that you meet in specific places, that you don't take them home with you, they don't know where you live, that kind of thing. But online, that's the new thing, guys. I wouldn't
Everybody's online.
Yeah, and you can meet people in the club. I don't recommend it, but you can meet people anyway. The key is how open are you? That's how you meet people.
Yep.
How open are you to meeting someone?
Yep.
How open are you to let someone in? Think about your heart, and is your heart closed? If your heart is closed, she could walk right in front of you, slap you in the face, and you wouldn't even know it.
Make sure you look your best when you leave the crib.
Always. Always. That's why I got my brows done. Well, not to find somebody, but that's why I got my brow, get my lashes done, my brow. Always look good. Always. You never know when you're going to run into them.
Never know.
Never. Don't ever go out the house looking crazy. Make sure you smell good.
Yeah. Think of yourself as a beautiful package, a beautiful present that's waiting for someone to
every time you hit the door. Because it could be at the grocery store. You could be walking the dog. You could be taking the cat to the vet. You know?
Yep.
You could be standing in line somewhere. You don't know when you're going to meet them. You don't know when you're going to meet that person that's going to spark your interest. So it's very important to always look your best. So there's nothing wrong with online dating. I know a few people that have met people and married people from online dating.
The important thing is that you can meet people anywhere, and what you want to do is be ready.
Be open.
When you find them.
Yep.
So it's really more about you than them.
It's all about you. It's all about you.
Yeah, you're gonna find them.
Yeah.
You're gonna find them when you're ready.
When you're ready. When you're ready. It has nothing to do with them, really. It's when you're ready.
Oh, yes.
Any other questions?
You gotta stay connected, baby.
Stay connected to?
Stay connected to God. Stay connected to your family. And stay connected to your spouse.
Or your significant other. We love you.
You can trade the TV. Joyfully Married After podcast.
Bye.
That's good, baby.